Hi, I'm Colin and this is Mike, and we are joint coordinators of the Holt Copse Conservation Volunteers. Holt Copse is classed as a semi-natural ancient woodland and consists mainly of stands of English oak underplanted with hazel. And in recent years, much of the coppicing work that would have been done just hasn't been done, and the wood has grown dark and there's been a loss of ground flora.
There's a smattering of ash, alder and holly in the wood as well. Originally the trees were intended to be harvested for timber. Now what we've got is an amenity wood in the heart of Wokingham. The group's first job really was to cut down a lot of the holly so that more light could get down to the ground. Everything that we cut down we put in what we call dead hedges. They form quite a good habitat for insects and small rodents.
Once the holly has been removed, the next job for the volunteers is to coppice the hazel.
Coppicing's a traditional woodland technique where you cut down the main stems down to ground level and they send up a lot of strong shoots from the bottom. There wasn't enough old hazel in the wood. We've probably planted something in the order of 2,000 to 3,000 hazel bushes. People will dump a certain amount of their garden waste in the wood. Occasionally the waste contains very vigorous plants that establish and really run rampant, and a good example of this is yellow archangel. It is one of the things that we want to try and discourage. Much of what we do in Holt Copse encourages biodiversity. We have lots of mammals in the wood, deer, 2 species, hedgehogs and also bats. Pipistrelles are our smallest species of bat, and we've put up bat boxes to encourage these. There are lots of birds in Holt Copse, and over the years we've put out something in the order of 50 different sorts of nest boxes. 70 to 80% are used each year. Every winter we take down the boxes and clean out the old nest material. Birds will use all sorts of materials to build their nests, some man-made and some natural. Educating people and telling them about the wildlife that you get in Holt Copse is very important. There are more stag beetles in Berkshire than any other English county, and we've done our little bit to try and encourage this very spectacular insect, building stag beetle pyramids. The main path through Holt Copse is an important route between the Joel Park estate and the town centre and the station. There's a ditch between Holt Copse and Joel Park, and if you wanted to get from one place to the other you had to jump across it. So we decided we ought to build a couple of bridges. But the path got very muddy in the winter, so we decided we ought to try and improve it. The town council paid for all the materials that we needed, but we did the work ourselves. We've got about 30 active members in the group. We also have quite a lot of youngsters, and particularly youngsters who are doing their Duke of Edinburgh award. They do the volunteering section with us. We recently made contact with the teacher from the Holt School, and I'm really looking forward to working with her and some of her students on a project in the wood next year. We try to manage the wood for wildlife and for people.